Hello everyone. In this module, we are going to discuss in detail about types of rocks and minerals, which is nothing but we use in our daily life. We live inside this. See, the building, what we live, it has rocks. It is made up of cement, which is everything we get from underground. Last session, we discussed about structure of the earth, layers of the earth, crust, mantle, and core. So from mantle, I told you lava comes out. So that is a starting point. Where do we get rocks and minerals from? We will see one by one in detail. So everything what we use in our daily life, uh, it is included in it. So types of rocks. There are three types of rocks. We are going to see one by one. First type is igneous rock and sedimentary and metamorphic. So there are some meanings. Why did they keep the name? I will say one by one. What is the meaning of igneous? Igneous, which means it's a Latin word taken from Latin word ignis, which means fire. So it comes out of fire. We will see in detail. The second one is sedimentary rock. It is a Latin word which means settle down. Okay, and then metamorphic. It's a Greek word metamorphosis. The meaning is change of the form. It is not originated primarily. It is a change of form is happening there. So now what is rock? Rocks are natural mass of minerals formed in the crust of the earth. Okay, it's a natural mass of minerals. And how do we classify the rocks on the basis of their formation? How do they form? What is the nature, appearance, how it looks, and the kinds of minerals which constitute them? Last session, we discussed about the minerals. The crust has two types of minerals, Sial and Sima. Do you remember? Silicon and aluminium. These are minerals available in it. So, according to the constitute, what it constitutes, we are classifying this into three types. So, what is mineral? It is a naturally occurring inorganic substance. Organic, which has life; inorganic, like chemicals. So this is what is minerals. And study of the origin of structure of the rocks is petrology. So what is petrology? It's a study of science about origin and structure of the rocks. What is mineralogy? Study of minerals is known as mineralogy. It is easy to remember, right? And first type we are going to see is igneous rock. I told you it is a Latin word ignite, which means fire. How does it form? See, I have given the background picture here. Volcano. Okay, from volcano, lava, molten magma flows like a liquid here. It cools slowly and then it is formed as a rock. Like a candle, you can imagine when we burn a candle, what happens that it flows to the side, and then when you allow that to cool overnight, it is formed as a solid again. In the same way, you can imagine like this. So, how it is formed? Through the cooling and solidification of magma. Just you can imagine the candle. Okay, known as primary rocks. What is primary rock? It is the first type of rock to be formed from the underground the earth. So it is called as primary rocks. Okay, and then there are, it is classified again into two types: extrusive, also known as volcanic; intrusive, also known as plutonic. So what is extrusive? External. It happens externally. Lava which comes through vent means the holes. Okay, we have discussed vent, cools rapidly and solidifies. That is what is called extrusive rock. Example is basalt. We use for construction also. It is actually a hard type of rock. So intrusive in the sense it doesn't come out. It is happening inside the earth. Before it comes out through the holes, it is cools there itself. That is why it is called as intrusive. It does not come out of the earth. When the magma cools below the earth's surface, this type of rock is formed. It is granite. You have seen we use granite. Yes, at home also we use now. These are the two types of igneous rock: extrusive or intrusive. These are the two types. Now I'm going to show you the picture of basalt and granite. See, igneous rocks are crystalline in structure. How do they look? Very hard in nature. They do not allow water to percolate through them. Example of igneous rock is granites, basalt, and pumice. This you have seen, right? We use this, we powder it, and we use it for building, in buildings, and also for road, constructing road. We use this, and this pumice we use for cleaning the legs and all. We use this types of stones. These both are extrusive rocks, and the intrusive rock is granite. This is what granite we use at home normally. You would have seen. This is what granite is: intrusive rocks. And then the next type is sedimentary. Sedimentary means settle down. See, this is actually softer than igneous. The settled sedimentary means settle down, or also we can say deposit. Okay, so how does it happen? Layers of rock. Actually, the river starts from mountains, right? So when it is flowing down, it carries some kind of materials, broken materials from that. Running water carries it. Wind are deposited underwater. After a period of time, these deposited materials are compressed and hardened with the help of lime to form sedimentary rocks. So these are the powdered thing. I will show you how it happens. So these are the carried away materials deposited. That is how it is formed. These are called as secondary rocks because they are not the first one to be formed. It is formed from the primary igneous. So these are called as secondary rocks. Sedimentary, which means settle down. They classify that into three types. What are they? Stratified, chemically deposited, and organically deposited. Example, see, I've shown here stratified rocks on top of large particles, fine sediments, small sediments such as clay, silt, or deposited, forming stratified, which means layers. For example, shale and sandstone. Shale we use for board, blackboard. We use this, it's a light rock, okay? And what is chemically deposited? Chemical in the sense it is not organic, it is chemical, that means salt, which has a sodium in it. So deposition of chemicals like salt through evaporation it happens. So evaporated water from the ocean, it is deposited slowly and then this is formed. So this is a rock salt. It is chemically deposited salt. And organically, which means the decayed plants are trapped in the skeletal remains of sea organism form the sediments. So you can imagine it's a decay of plants or animals. So this is how organically deposited sedimentary rocks are formed. See, it's the holes inside it. It is comparatively soft than igneous rocks. There are three types of sedimentary rocks: stratified, chemically deposited, and organically deposited. Now, the next type is metamorphic, changing the form. Meta, the Greek word metamorphosis, which means change of form. Okay, so the two types, the first one is igneous, second one is sedimentary. From sedimentary, it changes its form because of the heat and pressure, and metamorphic rocks are formed. Okay, and igneous and sedimentary rocks change their chemical and physical form. Why does it change? Because of the intense heat and pressure. That is known as metamorphic rocks. These are known as secondary rocks again. Sandstone changes into quartzite, limestone changes into marble. This is how the change happens because of heat and pressure. I'll show you the picture so that you can remember better. Sandstone changes into quartzite. See, quartzite we use it at the kitchen cabinet. Normally, what we use, it's a cash. Normally, we use in our kitchen this type of slabs, right? Quartzite is used, and limestone is changed into marbles. Okay, so these are metamorphic rocks. This is change of form happens. Metamorphic means change of form. Okay, next, it's a cycle. So the three types of rocks, it keeps changing. Okay, like food chain we studied, right? So it is like this. One form takes a change into other form. The starting point is volcanic eruption. Once it comes out, it is called as extrusive, or sometimes it cools inside we studied. So so here it starts. So igneous rock, from igneous rocks, it is some particles are sedimented and formed a sedimentary rock. And from this, because of heat and pressure, metamorphic rock is formed. Again, it is formed as because of heat and pressure, magma is formed. And from magma, volcanic eruption happens. So it is a cycle. You can see once again here the reason why it happens: from igneous, weathering, erosion, transport, and deposition causes sedimentary rock. Okay, weathering in the sense change of climate, continuous heat, and rain or wind. That is what weathering. Erosion, it is carrying away. Transport means from here to some other place it is carried. Some small stones are carried away. It is deposited. So these are the process involved in sedimentary rocks. How does it convert to metamorphic? Heat or pressure. These are the reasons for sedimentary rock to be converted to metamorphic. And because of burial and extreme heat, magma is formed. From magma, intrusion or eruption happens. This is a chain rock cycle we say, because continuously this process is happening. It will take millions of years for the rocks to be formed. It doesn't happen in a few years. So, because of continuous change of weathering, it happens. A rock cycle is a continuous process of the formation and development of three types of rocks: heating, melting, erosion, deposition, and chemical action makes this possible. These are the process involved in it because of sunlight, heating, and melting. See, it melts, right? When we burn the candle, it melts. Because of the heat only, it melts. Erosion, in the sense, it is from there, like in the trees. What happens sometimes, the tree falls down, right? Why does it fall? Because of the erosion, soil erosion. The soil is carried away from the roots because of the rain. That is why, that is what we call as erosion. So the root loses the balance and then it falls down. That is how the mountain areas tree falls down and the traffic happens. This is what called as erosion. And then some more details: the uses of rocks. Mainly, there are many uses. I have listed only four here. From morning, we start our day with paste, right? It has fluoride in it. And we wear lots of costly items: gold, silver, platinum. It's all has metals in it. And it has many minerals, which is very useful for human. Rocks are used as building material. Granite we use, sandstone, marbles. You have seen different buildings with different materials used, right? Rocks make agriculture possible because soil, it should have some minerals in it, otherwise the growth will not be good. How it is formed? By decomposition of rocks. So chemicals found in rocks, no, you say sodium chloride, it is what we say chemicals found inside the rocks are used as fertilizers. Some are used as fertilizers. Rocks give us precious metals like gold, diamond, silver, etc. So here, what is ore? Ore is a substance from which we get one from it is separated and we obtain a usable metal. For example, hematite is an ore of iron. Okay, iron we get. You have heard about hemoglobin. Hematite is a ore of iron. We get iron from hematite. It is available underground ores. It is called as ore, found in rocks which contain metallic minerals in large quantities. So, like this, we get one metal from the ore. The substance we split, separate, and take. What is mineral? These are the main source of power. Okay, so we get fossil fuels like coal, natural gas, petroleum, everything we get. These are minerals. So, this is the uses of rocks. So, we studied about three types of rocks and rock cycle, and also uses of rocks and minerals. So, study this carefully. Next session, we will discuss about another topic. Thank you.